guy. This shit's supposed to be called Harry Potter, my guy. Why they call that shit Hogwarts Legacy? This shit's supposed to be called Harry Potter. Them niggas dumb as hell, my guy.
It's not supposed to be called Harry Potter because Harry Potter died in there, man.
Them niggas dumb as hell, my guy. Because this shit is the Harry Potter game, we got Harry Potter.
How the fuck that nigga Harry Potter survived Abracadabra, my guy? And then he say this shit you put to die in sleep, my guy. How the fuck that plot armor bitch ass nigga survive that shit, man?
That nigga can't survive Azure Mansion base. You gotta
because
nigga Harry, he not even cold, man. He just got a wand. Nigga not even cold.
Nigga, the last name Potter, my guy.
Nigga take away the wand, man. I'm beating that nigga ass for straight hands, man. Ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. My dumb ass just woke up, and I just came to the realization that this game ass. As a longtime Harry Potter fan, I was waiting for this game for nearly 3 years, thinking that I'm going to pay $70 for the ultimate Harry Potter experience. But in reality, the only thing we got was Forspoken with a wand. If you look in this game in the perspective of a Harry Potter fan, you can easily look at this shit with rose-tinted glasses and just be like oh man, this is the greatest game of all time. But if I was to look at it in the perspective of a gamer fan, this shit just look like every typical open world game that's coming out nowadays. Every massive title that releases in the modern video game era follows the same crappy patty formula, and this is why I believe Hogwarts Legacy does not compare to the innovative masterpiece which is Wizard101. And the only reason why I compare both of these games specifically is because they are both inspired by the same work of fiction, except one of them does it better than the other one, and the other one is just a poor man's version of the former. You know I'm not lying. You can already tell when a game is going to be rough when weeks, even months before the game's release, it already has controversy. We got niggas out here boycotting this game like it's Rosa Parks, all because J.K. Simmons said something weird, and now all of a sudden, if you buy this game, you're gay. Now, watching people argue over some lame-ass controversy all day really makes my head hurt, and it really kills the vibe of the video game. Now, in Wizard101, they don't do none of that shit. You hop on the game, and you gonna see this. Because the developers simply do not give a fuck. But, let's talk about the game itself. The game itself is full of bugs and glitches. Don't let the world building of the Harry Potter universe fool you to think like, oh, this is just a magic system. No, this is just a poor excuse for the developers to be fucking lazy. This game is literally the Witcher 3 archetype. And just like that dumbass game, people are really gonna think Hogwarts Legacy is Game of the Year material. When I cast a spell in Hogwarts Legacy, it goes like this. There is supposed to be lightning to come down right there. Don't tell me that the lightning is invisible too. Now let's compare this to a better game. When I cast a spell in Wizard101, it goes like this.
Bro, what the fuck was that? Did you just break some glass?
In my honest opinion, I feel like 80% of the time, this game is a genuinely fun experience, but unfortunately, it's just held back by a lot of potential that obviously should have been put in the game, which I know a lot of Harry Potter fans were expecting. The game legit looks you in the eye at the very beginning and says, I know you were expecting Quidditch, but we don't got that shit. But don't worry, we got this though.
Very good. Happens to the best of us.
Wait, what?
If you were to think of a video game that's supposed to be multiplayer, Hogwarts Legacy is one of those games. They make this massive ass open world, all of this stuff to do, this whole community, and they just want you to play this shit by yourself. This is literally the perfect game to be multiplayer, but it's not. The perfect fantasy game where you can hop on with the guys and create your own Draco-like squad and terrorize the entire city has yet to be created. But you know what game is multiplayer though? Pirate 101. Now allow us an opportunity to discuss the story. Now I'm not going to say that the story is ass, but it's a pretty solid story, you know what I'm saying? It's a pretty cool story. It's not the most memorable story, but it's pretty solid. One thing that I will say is we definitely got a downgrade when it comes to some of the villains and antagonists. Like instead of getting something on the level of a Voldemort or even something on the level of a Malistaire, we get a Ragnarok. No, not that one. This one. That's right, this dwarf ass nigga is the final villain of this game. And we also get a Victor Rockwood, who is also trash. You know, I am really tired of these incompetent villains that they keep showing in these stories. Like, just look at this scene right here.
You are a Traitor to our kind! Abracadabra!
How do you miss that shot? He is a foot tall. All you had to do was aim lower. But really, my favorite part of the story was really just getting into the school of Hogwarts, learning about all the spells, learning about all the characters and the teachers and stuff. These characters do not really compare to the original Harry Potter cast, but you know, that doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? These characters are pretty cool in their own way. I would like to give an honorable mention out to my boy Sebastian. Thank you, Sebastian. You became one of my favorite characters, mainly because you were teaching me all of the evil-ass spells. You were almost giving the teachers themselves a run for their money. The only problem I have with Sebastian is, how am I supposed to take you seriously as an experienced student at Hogwarts when at the beginning of the game, I do you like this?
Oh my god.
A quick synopsis, if you will. Overall, this game, as a Harry Potter fan, is a fine experience, and it gives you a little bit of a fantasy that you may have always wanted. But it leaves a lot more to be desired. With no Quidditch, no multiplayer, and boring open world practices, I'm gonna have to give this game a 7 out of 10. Subscribe, or my father will be hearing about this. Bitch.
I mean, fuck Hogwarts, man. I got a Lego Harry Potter collection.